On that note, we are underway. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series. Bringing it to you once again. But for now, we have officially hit the playoffs for this series. Race 28 of 38, so we're getting down to the wire now, and we've got a set number of drivers ready to gun it for the championship here. You can actually see the bracket in the thumbnail. But of course, you'll also be seeing them racing here tonight at Chicagoland for 94 laps of racing. And of course, as has been the case for a little while now, joining me for it, good old Allie Leauer. Good to have you back, as always.
It's good to be back. I mean, we missed Daytona, but our good friends over at the JoTo Network took care of that for us.
Oh man, those guys were kicking butt. A pretty exciting race that was, and now we're ready for some more excitement here, and going to be this is going to be a big challenge for these drivers. Chicagoland, obviously, it's an intermediate track, but it's a very funky one. I mean, the whole backstretch is a slight curve to it. The track itself is a little on the narrower side, and for this particular version, there is a nasty, nasty bump in between 3 and 4, which me and Allie can speak from experience, having actually run some laps, that it could pose a problem for these cars pointing in the right direction. So, going to be a big wild
Let's
card
just
here,
say you hit that bump, you go slidey.
and not the good slidey.
Not the good old slide job.
No, you're not going to be slide jobbing anybody. You're going to be sliding until your tires are worn down to the hub.
Worn
That's the
down to the
term I'm looking
cord.
for. Jeez, yeah. Let's get some stuff fixed up here. There we go, and then we'll get you some live pictures. This happy hour just about to wrap up here. Last minute adjustments, last minute practice, which, yeah, I also forgot to mention that pit road is going to be one heck of a tough entry here to get it down to 45 miles an hour, kind of in the middle of the turn. I think that aside from Dover, this might be the most difficult pit road in the real life versions of NR tracks. The field going to be taking shape here. We did not go over the starting order, so we'll do that here real quick once they all get on track. Here we got some live pictures here. So on pole position, Jacob Smetana in the 42, a familiar spot for that 42 to be in. Sean Whitehill to the outside. Great qualifying run there for the non-chaser. Then you got Randall Coleman and Cody Luke. Peter Smetana making his return alongside Oscar Ramos. And then it's going to be Matt Watkins and Ediver Leal following suit.
Drivers, start your engines.
The drivers just got the command to fire up. Rounding out the top 10 is Darren Ingram and James Moore. 24 and 03 respectively. You also got Sean Romero and Billy Ryan. Tyler Mallon, Jeff Goodpaster. We're re-racking it.
Drivers, to your car.
Technical glitch.
Yeah. Greg Lovell and Brian Lovell. The Lovell brothers starting side by side there. First start of the season for Brian. Then you got Toby Roberson out there as well in the 64. He's going for the championship here tonight. And just before we see who's starting next to him, which actually it might be me. Let me fix that real quick. No, it wasn't me. Okay.
Remind me to send you the MIP files for the breast cancer awareness pace card that I have for October.
Start your engines.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yep, 64, and then 13 and 57. I don't know if Tommy Bordeaux has made any other starts prior to tonight, but good to see Bordeaux out there, a big supporter of the JoTo Network. And Sean Fay is driving the 13, his first start of the season. Alex Moe, Jovan Anderson going to be charging up through the field, and then Denny Carroll, another first-timer, driving the Truex colors, and then, of course, another familiar face in Josh Moyers, Tyler Stallhood rounding out the field. So the 42 and the 12 are going to bring it to the green flag here for 94 laps of action here on the little bit of a different intermediate track. But the playoffs for the Fast Renegade Pro Cup Series are underway.
And already caution?
Caution out already. Oscar Ramos is facing the wrong direction. This could be another re-rack. Since it happened on the first lap, and based on what's happening up here, yep, we are definitely going to be restarting it here one more time.
Drivers, to your cars.
So one last go here. This will be official this time around. Back to live pictures here once again. Last couple drivers hopping on to the grid.
Drivers, start your engines.
And I was wrong. Sean Whitehill is actually in the playoffs. That was my apologies. Yep, of course, the dead giveaway is going to be the red banner there.
Yeah.
The 42 and the 12 got
Okay.
that.
Who let off a smoke grenade back in the back?
Well, that was a few guys there burning it up a little bit. Coming to the front here is the pace car is going to pull in. It is going to be the official start here. Early morning coffee. Good to see you there in the chat. Breast cancer awareness. Yep, breast cancer awareness month coming up here soon. So we'll be doing whatever we can to show support for that, of course. As the field gets underway for the second time here, and the final time. This is a 50 that had problems early on. But looks like everyone's going to keep it pointed straight. A couple guys kind of clipping the wall a little. But clean there through the first corner, but now we get to the trouble spot, turn 3 and 4. That's where that
And we're
big
under caution.
nasty bump is, but caution is out. And it looks like Billy Ryan may have fallen victim. Also involved may have been Jeff Goodpaster, a couple of guys
Well,
further
playoff
down the
contenders.
chase order. Get another look here. Just to see, and no, it actually looks like the bump, at least in the turn, was not the cause. It was actually Goodpaster getting into the 11. That is not the bump that I was referring to.
No, that is not the bump we were referring to in turn 3.
Yeah, just Billy maybe taking it a little more safe and conservative. Jeff wasn't quite ready for it, and just a little bit of a stack up there, and only a single car incident there. Although the rear end on that 11 not looking the best.
As I was mentioning that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as we're into September, it's also Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month too.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, just whatever can be done in order to raise awareness and primarily raising the means in order to treat these awful diseases. Like last June, when we were doing a one-off race to trying to benefit the Alzheimer's Association to try to find any means of a cure or treatment for dementia. And of course, any kind of cancer, really. Cancer is the number one, I think, the number one worst disease that there is, just because all it takes is, it can happen to anyone at any time. So whatever can be done to help folks out, we'll make sure that it happens. Not too much has changed up front here. Cody Luke dropping back to 5th. But otherwise, you still got Ford making up 3 of the top 4 positions. And then Chevy 3rd and 5th. Matt Watkins running 6th there in the Toyota. I think Sean Whitehill got a little distracted there, maybe. Don't extra drive, folks. Otherwise, you might end up hitting the wall and getting some damage. I don't think he hit it
that is
hard enough
very
to get any.
true. Speaking of back end damage, man, it's going to be loose for Billy now going forward for the rest of the race because that back bumper is gone.
Oh, they sheared it off.
They ripped that thing
boy.
completely to shreds.
Oh, yeah. I mean, speed-wise, he should be fine, but yeah, that is going to be one loose handling race car, and especially through turns 3 and 4, that is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean absolutely
Not so
terrifying.
fun that we're, on the edge, loose is fast and on the edge of out of control. Basically, sum it up best.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Maybe then you'll be able to get through the field here. So we'll also take this opportunity to mention what we could be looking at as far as pitting goes. Pit window about 30 to 34 laps. So you could theoretically make a 2-stop work without much of a problem, especially under these caution laps. Tire wear, looking about probably moderate, I would say. Could definitely come into effect a little bit, but nowhere near to the levels of, say, a Darlington or a more tore up racetrack like that. So it's going to be an interesting strategy race here. But I'm also anticipating a fair share of cautions, and that is nothing against these guys whatsoever. That is just telling of the really tricky track conditions that they are up against, as this race will be playing out for the next 94 laps. It's going to be, actually at this point,
89 laps or something like that.
it is going to be 89, indeed. So Smetana leading, Jacob, that is, and Sean Whitehill on the outside. Front row still the same. Randall Coleman in 3rd. And then the other Smetana, that would be Peter in the 43. Going to be up there in 4th place. Top 5 rounded out by the 8 with Budweiser Dale Jr. colors for Cody Luke. The pace car pulls it back in once again. Right into the restart zone they go, and we are back to it. Up through the gears in turns 1 and 2. 8 sliding up just a little bit there. He might go 3 wide. If Edinburgh Leal has anything to say about it? No, and Edinburgh, he's not going to back out of that.
Yes, he is.
Ooh, he did. Okay, wise move there. Gets a little loose, actually. Through the trouble corner. Everyone's going to keep it pointed straight. On the front straightaway they go, just shy of 200 miles an hour. As front 5, 6, 7 getting single file here. Everyone running in slightly different lines. A couple cars smacking the wall a little bit. That wall seems pretty forgiving, so I don't think that's going to hinder them too much. A little bit of warping from both of the levels. Ooh, that's a little dangerous.
Don't you mean the level squared?
Level squared, yeah. Well, wouldn't that mean that there's 4 of them? Whoa, they were going to have to get out of the way.
I mean, there's 2 of them, so it would be level squared. Don't you remember
Okay, yeah, true,
rules?
I guess. That's true, I guess. Actually, no. Well, 1 squared would be 1.
Yeah.
So there's only 1 of them.
You got me there.
Now, the reason that they're both having that problem, I do know for a fact that they live pretty close together as well, so they're actually on the same internet node, so that's why they're having that problem simultaneously. But Greg going for the championship, Brian making his first start of the season. Larry Bordeaux getting by the 088 there. Starting to charge through the field here slowly. The 93 of Jovan Anderson. Expect him in the 68 to be doing that throughout the course of this one. I saw them starting at the back, and I immediately thought, "Ooh, they're gonna be charging up there really quick." Already up about halfway through the field, only on lap 10. Randall Coleman has gotten up into second place here. Excuse me. Jacob's still leading at the moment. Looks like caution might be out once again here. And
Yes,
indeed it is. And
is.
it is the 33. Jeff Goodpaster once again.
And what do you know? The common denominator? Turn 3.
And yeah, this looks like the bump may have claimed its first victim. Underneath of Denny Carroll in the 19, and I think that bump reached up and got him. So 2 cautions so far, both of them involving the 33 in some way, shape, or form. And a thoughts out to both yourself and your wife there. Early morning coffee 205 in chat. Hoping that she's doing well, and glad to see that it's just about over for her, going through that ordeal. So, and hey, things can hopefully start to return to normal a little bit. So, yep, like I said, whatever we can do to show our support and awareness.
Absolutely. Like I was mentioning, like when I was running before, like I had my ovarian cancer awareness scheme. I mean, ovarian cancer hits me very, very hard, especially losing my second mom in 2019. I mean, it's been 3 years, but the effects still linger with me.
As they will for anything of that nature. But hey, that's why we all come together in races like this, whether it's in real life in the Darlington race that's happening currently, or simulated here at Chicagoland, virtual Chicagoland, that is. All come together
Yeah,
just to have some fun and allow the darker times just to be able to, the darker, more stressful things, put them to the side and be able to just have some fun.
that is definitely true.
So lap 13 here should be taking 1 to green this time by here. I believe that everyone, at least among the front runners, have stayed out thus far. No one has pitted yet. Of course, they're going to be able to go a few more laps on this tank of fuel, so we might even be looking at closer to lap 40 in terms of pit window if this thing should go green up to that point. Jacob Smetana, Randall Coleman, a couple of pretty good rivals there throughout the season. They've been right at each other's throats in terms of positioning, and especially on the road courses. But right now it's Jacob followed by Randall, and then Sean Whitehill and Peter Smetana are up to 4th now. Cody Luke and Darren Ingram now finds himself in the 6th position in the number 24. So a couple playoff spoilers there in 4th and 6th. Oscar Ramos to the outside of Edward Leal. Both of those guys championship contenders. Top 10 is going to be rounded out by Alex Moe in the 048 and Matt Watkins. Watkins also in the championship hunt.
Look who's sneaking up in there inside the top 12. Who didn't even lay down a qualifying lap.
Oh, yeah. 93. Drummond Anderson. And like I said, just keeping an eye on that 68 to do the exact same thing. And probably the 81 at some point or another, knowing how fast that Intel machine can be.
Hey, Intel, the power inside.
Ain't that the truth?
Whoa!
Whoa!
What was that?
Ooh, I think Ramos may have had a bit of a problem there.
Technical glitch!
Just gonna look here super fast. Let's see what may have happened. Oh yeah, they just stacked up. I was actually
I guess you could say the Audiophone 50 has been disconnected.
and yeah, that was Ingram getting into the 43 there, but well, no harm, no foul. Everyone keeps it pointing in the right direction. We are going green here. A little bit of puff of smoke, but everything's looking good here for this restart with 80 to go. And a great restart by the 42. My goodness. He's checked out
Shot out of a
already.
cannon, holy moly.
Sean Whitehill going to clear for second.
Ah!
You guys get in the wall, and the 50 just spun the 43, and there's going to be a big crash. 09 in the middle of the track, everyone's going to miss him. That actually was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Was that the 50 or was that the 8? I'm not really sure. I just knew that it was a red car.
It definitely was a red car. Let's see. It was indeed Cody.
Oh, it was Cody. Ooh, man.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Wee, that's, I don't know how you want to get that going.
A lot of... yeah.
Middle 3 wide. And it looked like he, either wasn't expecting the 09 to be down there or maybe just got a little bit loose coming off of the corner there and corrected, and the car just hooked straight up into him. I mean, aside from a loss of track position for a few of those guys, nothing really too serious in terms of any hits or contact.
And look at what we got here. Joven and Moyers will crack the top 10.
Just that easy. Yeah, they went 3 wide there, and only a 3-car incident, all things considered. Yeah, I think for the outcome that had, that is about as good as it could have been.
You definitely got that correct, though. I mean, it could have been a heck of a lot worse, and everybody would have been running over people.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that. And that's Nate Balzer. Okay.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
I have raced against him over in the Tally Challenge at RTG a few times. That is the only place that I've really known that name, but hey, it's someone familiar, so it's really cool to see, man. And yeah,
yeah, we'd be happy to see you over here. Yeah.
but yeah, that'd be cool to see you over here in Fast. Obviously, they're accepting new drivers all the time, and even though we're into the chase, we have 3 guys here tonight that are making their first ever start, at least for the season. We got Sean Fay, Danny Carroll, and Brian Lovell. All of them just kind of minding their P's and Q's at the moment. Of course, Brian got into a little bit of trouble there, was doing some track sweeping, but otherwise, looking good at the moment. Also looking good at the moment is the 42 and the 12 as well. That inside lane is really where you want to be on these restarts. But so far, we've seen that 09 either attempt to make it 3 wide on both the restarts, or actually making it 3 wide. So,
Would you
probably
safe to say this, that the outside line has pizza grease on it and you don't want to be up on that outside line?
maybe not quite pizza grease, but
French fry oil?
they're trying to run a mile when the inside line only has to run like a foot. I don't know if that made any
Yeah.
sense, but hopefully it did.
But like I said, it's French fry oil up there and you don't want to be in it.
You don't want to be anywhere here in 3 and 4 where you feel like you just hit a groundhog den or something.
Oh, don't remind me of Robbie Gordon almost hitting the groundhog at freaking Montreal.
No.
Either him or was it Mike Wallace? I'm pretty sure it was Mike Wallace.
You got me on that one. I could have sworn that it almost happened like on 2 separate occasions, so maybe it was both.
Yes, it could have been both. I mean, it could have been Robbie Gordon in 2010 and then Mike Wallace in not 2009. Wow, 2009. Excuse me. Holy moly.
In 2009, you're not wrong.
Very true. I mean, we're technically in the Roaring 20s Redux.
Yes, the 2020s, a decade that will go down in history many years down the road, and we were only into the 3rd year of that. But anyways,
Yeah.
I will not be going into that. What I will be going into,
and not the good history either.
what I will be going into is the fact that we are coming to the green flag here on lap 20 with the 42 and the 12. The original front row, right back where they started. Randall Coleman also in 3rd, and clawing his way forward. Darren Ingram as well has gotten up to 4th, was running toward the tail end of the top 10 at the start. Then you got the 50 and the 81, and the 43 and the 93, 64, 68. Current top 10, Lovell Brothers side by side, 11th and 12th. Going back into the restart zone here, going to be a quick green. Away we go.
Ooh, not a good restart. Well, maybe.
Now, 42 is going to have that inside line advantage. Should be able to get clear here pretty easily. It's going to be a matter of if Randall can do the same. 12 watches up the track quite a bit. It's going right out the door for Ingram to take 3rd. Woo! He gets into the wall a little bit there, does Whitehill. It keeps it going straight. Oscar Ramos trying to pounce now. Here we go through the trouble corner. One keeps it straight. It's not as severe on the top side, from what I noticed personally. As we keep it green. But everyone under a blanket still. Oh man, they're all a little stacked up here behind the 43. 64-93 trying to find a place to go. So we're going to try to settle it down for now. Oscar Ramos looking for the 3rd position on Ingram is going to take that, no problem. And don't blink now. Here comes that 81. Looking for the top 4. Ingram making that outside work fairly well so far. Actually get clear of the 81 here, and just barely will do so. 81 going to get to the inside there with a shorter way around. Over the run off the corner for the 24. Going to get clear once again. Hold on to that 4th place position. 93 and 68. Look at that. 8th and 9th now. And right on the tail of all these guys, and a little bit of a gap back to 10th place Roberson. Right now trying to fend off the 088 and a very damaged 11, but he's not looking too worse for wear as far as his pace goes.
No, he's actually up. Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good.
Matt Watkins pretty far back here. Looks like he may have actually opted to make a pit stop.
Haven't we seen this movie up here once or twice before?
That's at 42 and 9.
Yes.
Oh yeah, very familiar with being up here at the front and battling between each other. So far, Smetana has been the dominator, not just of this race, but really within that rivalry. Randall really only, as far as I can remember, whenever they come head to head here for a win, he only prevailed once, when that was Sonoma. And we all know how that race ended.
Yeah, we do.
Crazy passion.
All I can really say, and I gotta quote Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch's radio from Daytona in 2011 for this. Hey, 42, this is 9. We gotta work together. Ain't this a shame?
Ain't this a shame? Well, I think that if they start pushing each other at Talladega, which will be in a few races' time, oh boy, that'll be
Oh,
awkward.
that'll be funny though. I come out of nowhere saying over TeamSpeak to everybody.
I could easily hear them saying that to each other. Whoa! Oh! Smetana Peter just blocked Jovan into the grass. Jovan saves it.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I think Jovan tried to make the move on the 43. The 43 threw the block, but he wasn't quite clear, and they hooked bumpers, and that put the 93 into the grass.
That was what a save!
That is... I have no words for how good of a save that was. He started sliding, and now
Jovan
he's...
basically pulled a Tony Stewart 2005 Daytona right there. My gosh!
I mean, he just saved it again because he had to dodge Tyler Stallhood, who just about had a problem.
And looks like Sean Fay looped it in the back. Oh, he's spinning around in the grass again.
On Fay with a spin. This could be a caution. I think I see everyone slowing down. No, they're all still holding flat.
And the first retiree of the race is indeed Sean Fay.
Allie, if you can keep it a live shot, I'm going to go ahead and get a replay here to.
Yeah, we'll take.
to
Yeah, you
13.
go get that replay, and I will take you up towards the front here. Keep it up here.
Running just in front of Matt Watkins and Etta Verlial. And oh, I think he may have got that bump. Hit the wall, tried to get off of it, and the car went around on him. Since no one was coming, Game did not throw the caution. But Sean decided that's enough.
Was enough for tonight. Oh, looks like we got a battle for second heating up, and it looks like Oscar's going to take the position.
Oscar Ramos up to second place here. Caution out. Oh, Stallhood and Ryan. Turns 3 and 4.
Common denominator, turn 3.
We'll see we'll see if the bump has claimed another one.
And wouldn't you know it, Tommy Bordeaux's the one that caused that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's find out here.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, man. Yeah, he did. So,
coming in there hot.
Yeah, just
had his steam, and hello.
Was not quite ready for that and clipped the quarter panel of the 27, the 11, just an innocent bystander in that one.
And everybody except for the 42 and the 57 and the 03 decided to come to pit road.
Oh boy. Wonder what the call is there for the 42. That's interesting.
That's what I want to know. I mean, here's also Billy coming up out of nowhere.
I mean, they might just be playing the safe game as far as that goes, as Cody Luke has to adjust himself in his pit stall there. Tight pit road by the looks of it here. 50 is going to beat out the 9 and the 81. 24 beats out the 68. So these guys, if they play the strategy correctly, they should be good on one more stop. Jacob, this is an interesting call. Should he stay out here completely, unless he's thinking to maybe pit later so that he has a little more fuel in reserve for the long run? I don't know. I'll be interested to see what's going to happen here, unless everyone pitted earlier and I completely missed it.
I don't know.
I'm going to keep it to this shot here. Allie, if you can do me a favor and just go back to any of the previous cautions and see if the 42 ever pitted.
I can tell you from now, he never hit pit road at all.
Okay, and you know that for sure.
He's been on the same set of tires and the same tank of fuel since the drop of the green flag.
Well, then he's going to have to pit probably like within 8 laps or 10 laps of them throwing the green here.
Yeah.
At most. This is quite the interesting call. Also staying out is the 57, the 03, and the 11. However, they have been on pit road already earlier on, so I'd just be taking a little bit of a gamble here to try to gain a little bit of track position as we hit the... Or no, I know what it is. I know what it is. Remember when he said the stage would end? Lap 35.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jacob's going for that guaranteed
He wants the stage
points. Yep. Because I always forget to mention that in these races, that there is a stage that gets you extra bonus points. They just don't throw the caution for it. And right now, I bet you that Jacob is going for that. And probably also Tommy and James, especially James, because he is also among the guys, as far as I know, James Moore is in.
Yeah, James is a playoff
is in the
contender.
chase.
I see that red banner.
I must have an older version of his car then, because I don't see it, but that's okay.
Yep, I'm looking right at it.
So Jacob, I think, is just banking on the fact that he's going to win this stage.
If he doesn't run out of fuel first.
Yeah. He should be fine. I mean, with the number of cautions that we've had, she should be good here for a few extra laps.
Did you just refer to Santana as a she?
I'm pretty sure I said he.
That sounded like you said she, but whoops.
if I did, then sue me, because holy moly, what a slip up that would be.
I ain't gonna sue you for nothing. I mean, I already owe you $10 as it is.
Yeah, from Michigan. Thanks for that. It was 15, but you got 5 of that back for that paint scheme that only ran like 10 laps at Watkins Glen before it all went downhill.
I mean, it could always run again at the Charlotte Roval.
If that's a thing, I might consider.
It's on the schedule. It's on the playoff bracket.
Well, in that case, maybe. We come to lap 35 here.
So the green and white checkered flag coming out.
Yeah, the green and white checkered flag as well as the green flag at the same time. And I bet you that Jacob is probably hoping for a quick caution. Because if he doesn't get it, then this could be trouble. James Moore going to be third.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, boy. Pullman up into the wall just a little bit. Bordeaux in second. And Tommy Bordeaux, he's fast, so he knows how to do it.
He is.
But, oh, boy, look at the tire difference. Oh, there goes Randall.
That's going to be the...
that's 03 and the 64 and the 088. Car's flipping, and that's Moyers.
What? That's the caution Jacob wanted. Holy shit, that pace car's flying!
Now you owe me 15 again.
No, we apologize for the language, but yeah, that pace car was flying.
And Josh Moyers' race is over. All but. He is smoking. And he is smoking a ton. Oh, no.
I guess you can say that AMD processor went kaboom.
It ain't mining any more Bitcoins today. I don't know if they were capable of that. I don't know how that works.
Where did the 42 go?
Yeah, he's pitting. He's pitting. Has to be expected.
Yep. And guess what? That hands the lead to Tommy.
Tommy Bordeaux going to be the current leader. Scoring is going to be a little funky here just because of when the caution came out. But, boy, I think that gamble by the 42 may have caused a bit of a stack up. That's my guess.
Very well could have. Let's see.
We're looking at James Moore here. He washes up and almost gets into the 57. And, oh, that's a tricky one. I'm not really sure how to call that. And yeah, Cody Luke just gets into Josh, and that's what sent him around, and a little flip up and over into the grass. And then as he pulls away, that engine is not happy. We're gonna slow-mo this next image, this next shot here, and we'll go spectator camera because I'm having a. From the first perspective there, it looked like the 9 came down while the 03 just never moved. Oh no, let's see here.
As the saying goes, what must come up must come down.
Yeah, the 03 came up just a bit too far there, and I think at the same time Randall kind of glanced off the wall. So, I don't know, that's kind of tricky. It's a very lucky escape for the 048. Red car there for Alex Moe. Matt Watkins also against the wall. A lot of big guys here involved in this one. A lucky escape for a number of others. Ooh. We're going to do something that we really don't do here too often. We'll get an onboard shot here. Almost never do this. But I think we're going to get some good angles here. We'll go on board with Jovan Anderson, 93. He's a little ways behind. I think this will be a good view. There's a lot of smoke and goes down and misses it. And yeah, 12, 43, 48. And of course 93, some lucky escapes there. But that is not going to end well for a number of drivers.
No, it will not.
But boy, look how this has shaken up the running order. As the field
shook it like crazy.
Tommy Bordeaux and Darren Ingram in first and second. Two guys that are pretty much committed drivers here at Fast. And then you have Tyler Mallon and Oscar Ramos third and fourth. Toby Roberson will round out the top 5 here at the 43. Peter Smetana in sixth. And Sean Whitehill and Alex Moe. And then Jovan and Greg Lovell at top 10. Looking on through the rest of the field here. Smetana is now going to be back in 17th after opting to go for the stage points. And you got Watkins in 20th. Coleman 21st. And Josh Moyers, who is still running, but is going to be well off the pace. Coming to lap 40. Still within one stop here for the rest of the race. After green flag racing here, and man, has this thing taken a turn. Bordeaux at the racetrack here a little bit. It's going to let Ingram past here. Caution already. It's a 43. From 7th place, facing the wrong direction in turn 2. Looks like single car. We'll see if he had any help. Looks like he did. Getting up to speed and oh no, he didn't.
He just stepped out and then Alex finished it off.
He had stepped out. He was starting to slide again, and yeah, obviously nothing really that Alex Moe can do there. Golly, it looks like he hit the turn 3 bump, but it was in turn 1. Old tires will do that to you. Go back to the live shot here. Tommy is going to come back down pit road from the lead. I think he's going to be the only one, so that will give the lead officially to the 24 of Ingram. Going to move everyone else up about a spot or two. Those levels, they have been inseparable so far. And now they are both going to find themselves in the top 10 here. Jeff Goodpaster also going to be up here in the top 10 now. It looks like but then officially will be wrapped out by Sean Romero in the 71. Everyone else staying roughly where they were. It's a few laps away from halfway thus far. Here at Chicagoland, and Allie, I am surprised at the fact that this bump here has not claimed as many guys as we thought it would.
I'm surprised just as much as you are. I mean, I thought it was going to cause more calamity, but I guess not.
I think it's had a lot more to do with slightly narrower than normal track, all kinds of different strategies, all kinds of different running styles, and I think that a lot of them have been clashing here thus far.
Is that who I think it is up in the lead?
Darren Ingram?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Darren Ingram Jr., that is. '24 Exalta colors. I guess since we're under caution here, I'll just check with you since you have access to that. How's Darlington looking at the moment? That should be probably getting close, I would think.
I would think you're right. The last I was seeing updates, and apparently Kevin Harvick caught on fire.
Oh. That's not good. How's the running order looking?
We are on lap 313 of 367, JGR 123.
Back on form.
And how about this for a surprise up in fourth? How about this for Eric Jones? Wow.
Hey. Oh, hey. Classic track. And classic number.
Hold on. Am I seeing this correctly? Eric Jones is fourth. Brad Keselowski sitting in the top 10.
Hey.
How about it?
I mean, for how much of a change they were hoping to make in that organization, they need a good run. So if he's able to maintain that would be absolutely wonderful to see.
I will agree to that. I mean, this year alone, I will admit it, before we go to the green, it was very painful to be a Keselowski fan this year.
I'm not even really a particular fan of any drivers anymore. I'm just curious to see who does well.
I mean, how about this for another underdog moment? Michael McDowell, P6.
Dang, that's cool. Oh man, I hope he holds it there.
Ty Gibbs is even 13th.
Okay. And make some noise.
Who else is good that we can give a shout to? Kyle Larson at one point was 3 laps down with the hood up on pit road, mind you, and he's up to 14th.
Hey. Come back.
As we get ready to hit the restart zone here.
It is going to be 50 to go at the stripe here. Ingram and Mallon, top 2. And you're going to have a number of fast guys there toward the back who are going to start to try to make their way forward. There's some lag there from both the levels. Oh boy.
Here goes Mallon.
A little aggressive there. Ingram trying to block him off, not going to be able to do it. And down goes Mallon to the inside. Can he get clear?
Ooh,
barely. Cut the course, trying to get it shortened. Still there indeed. There. Oh, look at that run by Ingram.
Holy moly.
Oh, he's going to get the lead back here off the corner. And Ramos going to try to follow suit. How about Toby Roberson up there in 4th place at the moment?
Oh my goodness.
Through the trouble turn. And Ingram going to pull ahead a little bit. Ramos, just 2nd place. And Hungry Jovan Anderson trying to find his way a little farther up. Currently running in the top 5. Sean Whitehill trying to gain a little bit of ground back after dropping well back of where he started. But shout out to both those levels, currently 6th and 8th. Could be 7th here for Brian if he plays it right.
Hey, battle for the lead heating up here.
Here comes a 50 to the inside. Going Ramos, he's going to be pretty aggressive with that. Anderson trying to get 4th from Mallon. 24 is going to hold it for the time being up front. And how about that Penske Toyota up there in 3rd? Ramos trying again. Getting all the way to the inside line. But man, this is where the 24 seems to be pretty strong. Coming off of turn 2.
Not even this. Oh boy.
Going to get clear once again. He's liking that slightly higher line, although this time he's going to go down. Trying to fend off the 50. Going to do it successfully for the time being. And look at everyone just under a blanket here. This is crazy. Jacob Smetana is already up to 8th.
Don't look now.
Anderson trying for 4th. This time on 64, hits the bump. Saves it.
See? Woo!
What a great save there. But you're going to drop back a little ways here, just barely into the top 10 now. Brian Lovell, phenomenal run here in his first start of the season, now up to 6th. In the same colors that Cosman ran at Indianapolis. Ramos thinking about it. Allen's going to try for it first. He's going to try and take 2nd place back. Everyone's still just nose to tail lined up. But this little side-by-side battle can help Ingram out just a little. Maybe trying to help him pull away just a smidge.
Don't look now. Smetana's coming.
Smetana is coming quick. Currently 7th, looking for 6th. On Whitehill right on his tail. Mallon gets 2nd. And Anderson
wants it too.
Gonna go for 3rd here and get it. Oh, that's tight.
Very tight indeed.
Wow. Oh, Smetana, look at that. A little all over the place there. That's gonna allow a bit of a...
Where the heck is Jeff up here?
Yep, good, Pastor. First 2 cautions. Was involved in some way, shape, or form, and is gonna possibly get 7th here. And have to relinquish it there. Man, what a great run so far for that 33, running 8th still. With Sean Whitehill just behind. 40 to go now here at Chicago. Man, look at them all over the back and front of each other. I think the 50's almost pushing the 93 just a little bit.
It ain't bump drafting, it's lift drafting.
Pretty much. Oh, close there, 1 and 42. Brian doing a great job trying to fend off that 42, but just knowing how fast he is, I think it's just going to be a matter of time. $50 looking, almost bumper hooks the 93, but 93 saying, no, you don't. Matano officially passed the 1, moved that 42 up to 6. They're going to be catching 68 of Josh Moyers here soon, or in a little while. Because, yeah, he is struggling with that amount of damage that he has. Now the 50. Going to make the move and try to make it stick this time. Almost hit the apron.
Whoa!
Oh, he gets into the 93. That 93 has been banged around a little bit throughout the race here. Greg Lovell's going to take advantage of that and take 4th. And also send a shout out here to Greg. He didn't qualify that well, if he even turned a lap. And he's currently 4th.
Yeah.
But man, what a job by Darren Ingram thus far. Has led ever since the restart. Malin, I think, just being patient with him right now. Just feeling it out and maybe trying to make it to the pit stop unless the 24 pushes up a little. Door is open. 81 gonna be a little more generous. So everyone back down to single file. But still all within
Tyler.
just a skosh of each other. And that 24 is looking like he's just getting a little snug now in turns 1 and 2. He still gets that solid run off of these corners. I think the 24, I think that's just the line that he's enjoying to run. But
yeah.
now I think
Now
the 81
we got a battle on our hands.
Now the 81 got the run that he needed to try to make this move stick. 24 up a little farther. Gonna get a run.
Clear.
But 81 clears him. So new leader for the 81, Tyler Malin. Ramos trying to follow suit. Oh, getting really close. Golly, there's been some great racing here. Some green flag running.
Incredible.
And look at everyone just trying to swarm on Ingram at this point. What a run that was for the 50. He's going to have to check up a little bit. Door slam. 88 and 24.
Water, oil, and paint do not mix, sir.
No, they don't. And Smetana are going to get a little aggressive. But the 24 will settle into the 3rd position. Greg and Joven now side by side. Those two race with each other plenty over at Bomb Squad.
Yes, they do.
Matano looking to try to make the outside work here. Going to get a good run. How about Goodpaster still sticking with these guys and doing it really well.
How about an elevator move for the 24?
From the top to the bottom to the middle and every which way that you can go. 24 trying to take 2nd place here, but the 81 starting to pull away. Almost another door slam. One's still right on top of each other. 42 is trying to get into the top 5 here.
Dead even for 2nd that time by.
30 laps to go. Pit window is definitely open. You can pit really whenever you want to at this point and be good to go. But with the tire wear not being too significant, they've only lost about half a second on this run. I still think that you'll get a pretty significant undercut if you decide to pit
here
sooner.
We are. Oh, and is it caution out?
It doesn't look like it. I think they're just catching the Josh, who has engine damage, because he's got a lot of it.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was catching him really slowly too. My goodness.
Well, remember, he flipped and then was smoking after he flipped, so...
That is true, that is true.
I'm surprised that thing's still running, to be honest.
I am too.
Whoa!
Oh, hello, drop kick.
Big move there. Ingram and Anderson racing hard for the second position. It looks like everyone should be able to get by the 68 safely. A little 3 wide. Brian level starting to drop. As we got our first taker, it's Ingram coming down pit road. Okay, this is going to get interesting now because the pit window is open and we have our first taker. What's that going to do for him? Well, guys, clip the wall just a little there. Will anyone respond? Tyler's going to come in.
Tyler's following suit.
Greg going to come in if he makes it. Get back there, please. There we go. Also got the 64 and the 33 and the 1. Also, there's the 19 and 11. So that will briefly give the lead here to Jovan Anderson. Here on lap 69. Very nice indeed.
Very, very nice, yes.
And he's going to stay out again here. Ramos. Smetana staying out. Sean Romero coming in. Ingram back out on the track. And while he doesn't have any draft at the moment, he does have fresh tires, so we'll see how much he's going to gain here. Anderson and Smetana stay out again. Ramos coming in. And Verleal doing the same. But it's still the 93 and the 42. Yet to stop. And Darren Ingram is running a lot faster than them.
There they come.
Here he comes. Oh,
Whoa!
Jovan! Oh, if he didn't speed.
That would be amazing.
He may have sped there. We'll see. Smetana is in. There's Bordeaux. Alex Moe in the pits. And it looks like Malin may have actually jumped the 24. Caution! Oh, goodness!
You've got to
Turn
be kidding
4,
me.
Billy Ryan. Up against the wall. How is scoring going to stack up? I have
got
no idea.
to be kidding me.
Did the bump get him? Let's see.
It was definitely
most
after
certainly did.
Yep, our first casualty of the bump.
Second casualty.
Yes, and oh!
I mean, with no rear end, that's not going to help. Again, we are 70 laps in. We've only had 2 drivers fall victim to that bump. I am impressed, because it spun me out in practice like 3 times.
Yeah, it got me sideways and almost spun me, too, so...
Or did those guys who stay out, did they just get the break of all breaks?
That could be.
Now let's see what the scoring says here. I mean, we were down to the last couple guys that needed to come in. Right now I'm a little confused as to who's going to be scored later here. Last time around it was Randall. I think that maybe he stayed out the longest, or did he just trap everybody a lap down? Let me see.
I don't know. I'm just confused as you.
Oh my gosh, he did. We are going to have several waiver rounds, but a number of guys that are going to be stuck a lap down. as a result. Yeah, the fact that Randall Coleman, Sean Whitehill, and James Moore stayed out as long as they did, they are going to be the top three. You're going to have, looks like Jovan Anderson, Tommy Bordeaux, Jacob Smetana, Tyler Mallon, and Darren Ingram all waiver rounds. And probably one lucky dog thrown in there, which it looks like it's going to be the 50 of Oscar Ramos. Tyler Stallhood actually also was on that strategy. So the top four, having stayed out the longest, now we're going to be at the tail of all of these guys.
It's going to make things very, very interesting.
You are not kidding. We're going to have at least 9 or 10 cars that are going to be going past the pace car here once they take one to go. And then a number of guys that are scored a lap down, almost 2 down. And then Randall Coleman is going to be the proper race leader. Ooh, what a mess this is going to be, just in terms of where everyone's going to be on track. Now, let's see, as we take one to go. It was Watkins, Bordeaux, Anderson, Mallon, Smetana, and everybody.
Everyone's like, see ya.
See you when I want to be. My goodness, that was literally everyone ahead of Randall.
Yeah.
I think it's going to put a few of these guys on the lead lap, and I think it's going to leave a couple of them 1 down, because I think they actually went 2 down before that caution came out. So the front 4 are now going to be 9, 12, 03, and 27. Then a couple of lap cars with Cody Luke and Matt Watkins. Well, it looks like Cody's going to drop back there, and Matt going to do the same. And then Anderson, Bordeaux, Smetana, Mallon, Ingram, and Ramos, the top 10. They are all definitely going to be on the lead lap. Beyond that, we'll have to wait for scoring to catch up.
And all I'm going to say right now is don't look now in the cup race. In real life, Eric Jones is closing on the 18.
Dang, how about that? The 03 did not get going on that restart. And just like that, that line just disformed. Coleman the leader. Stallhood holding on to 3rd at the moment. Some of these guys are going to be pretty desperate to try to make up ground and make it up quick. Bordeaux hits the bump, gets a little squirrely. And they're going to try to take 3rd place away. And Smetana's on a mission. Look how far he dove that down. And
this could get very interesting indeed.
Everyone is on the lead lap.
Look at Tommy!
With 1 or 2 exceptions. But Tommy for 2nd on Whitehill.
He's got it!
He's got it handily. Might go 3 wide. Oh, Mallon thinks better of it. Stallhood trying to hold on up there. James Moore starting to mount a charge once again.
Rally Cowell!
Coming to 15 to go. Chaotic race with some long runs and some short runs, and Mallon just exploded!
Oh no!
He's gonna spin it. Keep it off the track. That might be a caution anyway. That is a heartbreak
And a
of
half.
all heartbreaks right there. Caution is going to be thrown for that.
Freaking believable.
Wow.
Oh!
I think someone else just
Almost
having a moment
grenaded it.
there. I think the 27 just blew up.
Are you unbelievable? 2 blown engines. I'm at a loss for words here.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
I guess you could say the Intel processor now went kaboom.
Yeah, both the AMD processor, now the Intel processor, have went kaboom, and Castro GTX has also gone kaboom. Unreal.
I cannot believe it.
Yep, engine let go on the 27, but we're gonna march along here with the 81. Off at turn 4, just got the run on James Moore, and kablooey. Trying to get out of the way, and I mean, just quick reflexes plus grass is going to equal a spin all day long. But I don't think that it was the spin that caused that caution. I think that was just the fact that his engine let go. And then from the top 5, yep, there goes the 27. Engine dead silent.
Absolute heartbreak for both Tylers. Both Tylers.
Both in the top 5 at the time.
And both went ba-boom.
Man.
Okay. I'm going to throw this out here, and this is very interesting. The probability of both Tylers blowing an engine inside the top 5, I mean, that was 100%. But we didn't put that on our bingo card.
I would love to see like some actual stats on that. That has to be like a 1 in several million odds of that happening.
You're telling me
That rapidly in succession, I've never seen 2 random engine failures
back to
that
back
quick.
like that. I am literally laughing at what Stallhood is saying in the NR chat right now.
I mean, you can give me an indication if it's safe enough for work.
It is. He's gonna go literally delete System 32 now, laughing out loud. I'm in the middle of swapping CPUs and MOBOs. No idea how my OS still booted until the AMD. Thanks, Joshy boy. Good night, y'all.
Dang. Yeah, it has not been a good night for the processor-sponsored cars either. They both had some sort of engine problem. Of course, Josh Moyers was the result of
the first engine.
The result of a crash. Man.
I still can't believe it.
Both guys run in the top 5, both just a lap apart, and yeah, both the Tylers. So here is the current situation. Looks like we'll be probably going green here with 10 laps to go. Randall Coleman the leader, Tommy Bordeaux in second, and Sean Whitehill, James Moore, Jovan Anderson, and Darren Ingram are the top 6. Jacob Smetana 7th, Oscar Ramos, Greg Lovell, and Toby Roberson are going to be the top 10 for this restart. Are these engines going to hold together? That's the big question, right? I have at this moment.
That's what I want to know.
Incredible. And fantastic racing. It's just about to get even more intense. The track is still just going to be as slippery as it was. I don't think we're done with cautions.
I don't think we are either. Oh my goodness. 18 or 17 to go in the real life race. The 43 of the Petty GMS car is the leader.
Are they under green?
I would want. Let me check the live. Let me just check the live leaderboard here.
If they're on the green and he was catching the 18
Let me
earlier,
look.
he might be in good shape.
As Tyler's in the media center wanting an interview mid-race. I'm cool with it. It's all, we can get him in here really quick.
I mean, now's a bad time. We're just about to go green here.
Yeah.
I would have to click away, which would be a problem.
And yes, we are under green still in the cup race.
That's awesome. 10 laps to go. And look at Ramos.
And look at Tommy.
Oh boy, they're gonna crash.
Oh,
I saw that coming.
go.
And there goes James Moore. Single car, but that will be the yellow. Oh, Sean Romero spun off the bumper of the 048.
Well then.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't. I mean, Tyler wants his interview. I mean, it's a good time now.
And we'll get a replay here, and then we'll bring him on in.
I know he's knocking on the glass next door to me. So.
Oh yeah, they were all three wide, and there just wasn't enough room there. James came down just a bit too far.
There wasn't any way.
Yeah, I don't think there's any fault on Darren there.
Nah, I wouldn't place fault on him, period. I mean, do we have to keep letting Malin try to break my glass to get in here?
We don't break the budget by breaking other things. I'll go and get him in here.
No.
Oops, there we go.
Oh, where'd he go?
He just disconnected.
Oh my gosh. He wants an interview, disconnects. Okay, what gives? Damn.
I waited just a smidge too long.
Yes, we did.
Sorry, Tyler, if you're hearing this. We saw you there. We were just about to get you.
Yes, we were. So, okay, looking at the top 5, well, make that the top 7 in the real life race. Eric Jones is the leader. Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell, and Brad Keselowski, the top 7.
All right. Both these races going to be winding up, finishing probably at similar times.
Yeah, what a rarity. And actually, Eric Jones is out to a 0.5 of a second lead over Hamlin, too.
Okay.
Now, here's what I find interesting, and I'm very curious about this. Eric Jones gets kicked from the 20 of Gibbs, goes to Petty. Would this be the first win for the 43 and the first time since 2014?
I think so.
Because I know Almirola won the rain shortened race, and oh no. No,
Lost the lead.
Don't tell me. Moyers' car is going slow. What? The heck? Okay, now he's picking up the speed. What?
Yeah, he's under power.
Looks like it's dead. Like a dead crawl. Like.
Yeah, I see what you're seeing. I think he was just letting the 048 past him.
Probably, yes.
So, talking about the running order here, it's going to be still Coleman, still Bordeaux, Whitehill, Anderson, and Ingram and Smetana. And Lovell, Ramos, Roberson, and Goodpaster. Now in the top 10.
Talk about total time elapsed for the Cup race in real life. So far, 4 hours, 7 minutes, 6 seconds.
Even these 500 milers, man, they are brutes.
Imagine 600 miles. Yeah,
I don't want to.
I don't want it either.
5 laps to go is going to be the green flag restart here.
Yeah, 4 to go for the real life cup race, that looks like, too.
But for this race here, this is it. Caution comes down at this point. That's probably going to end it.
Yeah.
Or do or die here. Or Mr. Spoiler, Tommy Bordeaux, surrounded by playoff guys. Because you got Darren Ingram there in P5.
Wow. Okay. Christopher Bell just ran the fastest lap, his fastest lap of the race.
You got all those stats over there.
Yes, I do.
I will say this, though. We got this race to focus on now.
Yes, we do.
Well,
We got this race, and we also got the real life one going at the same time.
well, here's a question. Any favorites for this one, at least?
I mean, my eyes are on the Jason Keller throwback, but I would have to say Randall or Anderson would probably throw the surprise, but we'll see. Here we go.
5 laps to go. Final restart, probably, of the race. Who's going to get the jump here in the restart zone?
Do or die time.
Fairly even, but of course Randall's going to have the advantage going into turn 1 here at the inside.
He might.
Sean thought about it.
Oh boy.
Sean's thinking about it. Smetana jumps to the inside, and what a run for Bordeaux. He's going to keep it up there.
Tommy.
Can he get clear?
Goodness. Can he?
Oh, but
He's going to really have to send it in.
through the trouble corner here. He's going to get a great run here off this.
Oh, he hit the wall.
Number of guys trying to stack it up there. Anderson down below the apron.
But he still led the lap.
4 to go, 3 wide. For just a moment there. Bordeaux with the lap lead.
Oh my goodness.
Still side by side. 2 guys that have been racing each other for years. Oh, look at this run by Whitehill.
Gonna push Bordeaux to the lead, maybe?
He tries to push it up the middle. I thought he was going to think about it there, but oh man, what a run.
He clears him.
Bordeaux to the point. But Whitehill now clear in second. Crash, and they're going to race back. Racing back through the yellow flag. Big send here from Sean. Almost into his bumper. But in one of his few starts in the season, it's going to be Bordeaux.
Bordeaux, holy moly.
In one of his few starts of the season, the 57
walk off of a century here.
'57 holds off some of his good friends.
And guess what?
And plays spoiler and wins the first playoff race as a non-championship driver.
Not only that, Eric Jones played spoiler as well.
Eric won it.
Yes, he did.
Oh man, that's sick.
That's a beaut. And he beat a JGR car. Let's go.
That is so freaking cool.
And speaking of irony, too. Gets kicked from the team in 2020 for Bell. Oh, you love to see it.
I didn't even see exactly who that was that spun. I'm going to see here real quick first.
It was the 50, it looks like.
Oh, and it looks like, yep, I see.
Looks like temperature, we're oh boy.
Yeah, 50 is spun out courtesy of the 33. Fifty might be a little hot under the collar after that one.
Oh, I'm sure of it. How about this, though? The Jason Keller throwback of all things. Finding Victory Lane.
On throwback weekend.
We got a pie to throw at Tommy after this.
Oh, we'll definitely be talking to him for sure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, now I can get away with asking him that serious question. Does somebody have a pie for you to be hit with? As they're going off of turn 4.
One of the top guys behind JTN as they come to the checkered flag here. Great race there as Bordeaux officially gets it over Whitehill, Coleman, Smetana, and Anderson, the top 5. Congratulatory bumps coming his way there. Man, he had honestly the run of his life on that outside lane.
I still can't believe normally 9 times out of 10 you hit the wall like that, you don't get away with that.
What I've noticed about this wall here at this track is that it's very forgiving. As James Moore decides to let loose a little bit.
There we go. You'd love to see it.
Well done by the Albertsons car there, and Tommy Bordeaux, owner of a TWB, I think.
Sounds about right. Look at this.
Little salute there with Darren. 2 good buddies right there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
From Fast to the USRL to Fuel. They've stuck it out for quite a while, as has Tommy and Randall. Him and Sean Whitehill.
Burning down the house.
Burning it down together.
That's the way we love to see it.
A great run for Darren as well. He's going to end up 9th on the night, but man, he led a lot of laps.
Yeah, he did.
Golly, what a... I mean,
what a way to really...
definitely another one of those races that have a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta love to see it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, love to see it, absolutely.
Looks like Randall's breaking on my glass next. And Tommy's breaking my glass.
It's already weakened
I
by...
gotta bust on Tommy for this one. I gotta
Sean's jumping down there.
Sean's breaking my glass.
I mean, hey, that's the top 3 all sitting down there, so...
All breaking my glass. Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and mention the rest of the top 10 here. Greg Lovell getting a 6th place finish. Great drive there. Toby Roberson also a phenomenal job in 7th place. Peter Smetano finishing 8th. Then Ingram and Edward Leal will sneak into the top 10 in the 09. Matt Watkins, Alex Moe, James Moore, Sean Romero, and Jeff Goodpaster will round out the top 15 unofficially. Drivers who did not finish here tonight: Denny Carroll, Brian Lovell, Tyler Stallhood, Tyler Mallon, and Sean Fay. Billy Ryan finishing in 20th place, 2 laps down. Everyone else, top 18 on upward, finishing on the lead lap.
I mean, I want to bust on everyone when we bring everybody up. I can go.
I mean, I'm going to bust on Jacob Smetana how far his score is officially going to be between him and 1st place at the end.
Yes.
That's a little scary.
It is, but I want to get on those 3 about breaking my glass.
Oh, I'm sure you will. I think we'll do this one at a time here. We'll kind of go down the order. We'll start with Randall.
Everybody was complaining about overheating or what. I did not overheat once. Like
Randall, before you finish about the overheating bit, how about you spend all your points replacing my glass for breaking it?
Wait, do what?
Because
how about you spend all my points replacing?
Because all y'all are like slamming on the booth glass trying to get in here.
Yes. Why don't you
Were
take your
we?
points and spend it replacing my glass for next week?
Well, it sounds like Randall was pounding on the glass because of overheating or something. But anyways, um, I mean,
Probably.
I mean, uh, all I can say there is a third place finish for you, running up front there, and honestly a very good strategy call there, opting to stay out and getting that track position. But I'll just ask you what it was like getting side by side there with Tommy for the final restart.
Well, hats off to him. That was a heck of a battle there. We were trying like crazy. If we could got the run off of turn 2 or turn 4 and got clear of him, I think we would have been able to stay out front. But yeah, it was some good side by side racing with him. Racing with Tommy, he's a guy you can usually trust. So um, you don't really have to worry about beating and banging too much. I thought I had a run off of 4 when he caught the wall just a little bit, and it gave me the run on the inside coming to the start finish line, and he was able to power back on the outside. So um, unfortunately, we didn't get the win, but we got caught up in a wreck earlier. Was able to come back and catch everybody about a lap down, pretty much a lap down. Caution flew in our favor and had that track position and had a shot to win. So,
Hey, put yourself right where you need to, and uh, had a fast car there, no less. So, great job. A lot of fun watching that one. This is where I'll let you have the floor here for a moment if you want to send any shout outs or any words.
want to thank my sponsors: Tire Pros, Napa, Hooters, A-Shock. They've been on board all year. Uh, second highest finishing playoff driver tonight, so that was a good points night for us. A good way to battle back. So I got to thank all the guys at the shop for giving me a good car. Unfortunately, we had 2 guys that wound up getting in some horrific wrecks today. And they were able to come back and finish the race. So that was a good thing for them. But we'll do it next week. Hopefully, I know that it's still up in the air between if we're going to go down south to Mexico, if we're going to go up north to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. So either one of them should be interesting. Road course racing again. You know how I'm excited for road courses, so that one should be definitely a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely be something to behold, especially if it's Mexico. So that'll be a different one. So yeah, definitely we'll be keeping an eye out for that, and we'll be there for that one as well. So great run, man! A lot of fun racing, and good luck for next week as well, wherever it may be.
Oh yeah, thanks. And since I got up here and we were talking about overheating, we had a few people talking about overheating tonight. Uh, Fourth gear might have been a little bit too long, so people in the back was talking about overheating, but I never got to see the overheating part of it. I think that might have been why we had a few guys blow their engines tonight. So that we were just discussing about it. But
I got you.
yeah,
Oh hey, still good stuff nonetheless. That was awesome.
thanks guys.
That's a third place finisher. Let's get we'll move on to second place here.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
And there he is. Sean Whitehill, I think this is the first time getting you in here, but great job, man, getting up there to starting second, finishing second. Was a little bit up and down there throughout the race, but at the end of the day, you put yourself right where you needed to. But like I asked Randall, just to take me through that last run and what it was like being up there with those guys and dicing it up quite a bit.
Survive for the best. It was a bit of a war zone. Fortunately, fortunately everything happened behind me, so I didn't have to worry about being caught up in too many things. Well, no, there was one wreck that happened in front of me, but we missed that. I, I don't know. I was surprised with my qualifying effort. I was surprised I got second. I balls to the wall, if you will, on my qualifying lap, and that's how I was on that last restart. Balls to the wall. We had a little bit of forward power, pushed Tommy to push Tommy on the front stretch, get him out in front, and also I tried to make a move in turn 3. I couldn't do it, but we'll definitely take a second. Solid start to the playoffs. And yeah, I was just really happy with this run. Really happy to get at least a top three.
Yeah, a great points day for you there. Trying to move up a little bit there in the playoff contention. So, and highest finishing chaser there. So, always cool to see. Always cool to see
Yeah,
you up
yeah.
there. Great
Therefore,
job, man.
since I was the highest finishing chaser, I think that should be good enough to automatically move me on to the next round. I'm just saying.
Well, with next week being the wild card that it could be, hey, anything could happen. But I know that you definitely have the capability. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. I'll let you have the floor if you have any closing thoughts or any shout outs you want to give. It is all yours.
Real quick. Speaking of next week, I know next week gonna be a road course. We just hadn't figured out like where we're going. All I know is that I'm even more happy I got second place. Road courses is definitely not my forte. Don't expect me to interview me next week. Um, but I want to give a shout out to Menards for being at least on the part of the car at the very least all season long. It's been a loyal sponsor since 2018, I think. Want to thank Richmond Water Heaters for being on the hood. Want to thank JTN. Want to thank Diet Coke and the Coke Racing family. I want to thank Tire Discounters, not Discount Tire, but Tire Discounters, local chain. And oh hell, just pan to my car. All the logos are there. Everybody on my car, I want to thank their continued support, and let's get her done.
Get it done. Good luck for the next upcoming races here, and uh, hopefully rooting for you to keep up that forward charge. But great race tonight, man.
Thank you.
And as the runner up, we got just one more to go here
User was moved out of
before
your
they
channel.
before Tommy officially breaks the glass. It's already coming off of his hinges, so
It's already broke.
it's already broke. Let's get him in here.
User was moved to your channel.
Before you do, hey Tommy,
Howdy, folks. How's it going?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Why don't you use your race winnings to replace my glass?
Yeah, because he's
What's
saying that
that?
you broke your way into the booth here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Boy, it was quite the show out there. I had a lot of fun. I hope it was as much fun for you guys as it was for me out on the track. It was a good time.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I was thinking to myself, I mean, chaotic points where it was kind of rapid fire cautions, and then you get a long run, and then some craziness at the end. That kind of had a little bit of everything that you would be looking. And Tommy, I'm sure that you can kind of you kind of feel that broadcasting a lot over at JTN. But and from a driver's perspective, I'll just ask you what it was like on that last restart, and how you were able to maintain that momentum on the outside lane, which we saw really no one able to do that well for that long next to someone.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Andrew. I mean, it was not necessarily the lane I thought I wanted to be on, but I got a really good restart. It happened all the whole race, really. I didn't get good jumps on the green flag, but getting through the gears, I don't know. It's just something about it. I was just so smooth, and I was able to be side by side with Randall through turns 1 and 2, and I knew if I could stay side by side on exit, I would get that momentum off. And it took a couple laps, but I just kept with it. I knew, on older tires, that inside's going to struggle a little bit, so I just hung tough. There were some times where I felt like, crud, he's going to get by, but just eventually it worked out, and I got a great push from Sean Whitehill to get up there, really, and it was a great time. So it was a great race at the end there. It took a while to get there, but it was a lot of fun. And how about that? I'm not too good at these tracks, but I'm pretty thrilled to be able to get a win here, just coming in off the bench, more or less.
I was gonna say, Mr. Playoff spoiler here, getting a win.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I won't say anything. Allie, don't say anything just in case spoilers or anything. But yeah, man, that is freaking cool to see. And I don't know if this is your first start of the season, but I know you haven't made too many, so
Yeah, it's
really
been
cool
a
to see
while.
you
I
out
think
there.
Road America was the only other one I did, and before that, it's been a while since I had. So It's cool to be back. I mean, there's always something about fast that's just it's classic, you know what I mean? And it's cool that you guys are doing the broadcast up there. It makes it feel a little bit more special. And I'm gonna definitely look back and watch the replay on this one for sure.
Hey, yeah, we appreciate it, and we also appreciate what you and Joe do over at JTN. It's like I said to Joe, I'm kind of trying to emulate what you guys are doing over there to the best of my ability. But on that note, though, I will let you have the floor. If you want to send any thank yous, shout outs, anything of the sort, you have the floor.
Right on. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank Darren Ingram. He's the one that got me to race this tonight. I said, where they at? He said Chicagoland. I said, oh, geez, I'm no good at cookie cutter tracks. The 1.5 miles, that's not my thing. He said, I'll just race. So I said, I'll do it. I'll get over my fear of him. And well, we ended up in victory lane, so that's pretty good. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody else at USRL as well, where I mainly race. Big thank you to Randall and the gang at Fast for putting these shows on, you guys for broadcasting. And hey, big ups to Albertsons. I don't think I've won an Albertsons car in a few years, actually. So pretty cool to come out here and win a race for them as well. Pretty awesome stuff.
Kind of a Jason Keller throwback on Throwback Weekend. That's cool to see that get into victory lane, and really, really cool stuff. And I'm sure, yeah, even just being on the opposite end of one of these interviews has to be pretty cool too. Congrats, man. That was awesome.
It's a little unique. Thank you very much.
And yeah, I hope to see you at least a couple more times this season as well.
Yeah, I certainly hope so too.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
User left your channel.
Golly, that was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the most fun I've had for one of these
I will second
broadcasts
that.
in a little
Is it
while.
me or is Joven trying to break my glass now?
I mean, I see him down there, but I think we're good at the moment. We got the repair guys already working on getting the new window in here, so I think we'll let them do their work. But first,
Yeah, let them do their work is right. I mean, it was nice enough to let Tommy give me some of that money to fix the glass.
and some of that money's going to go toward the fact that you're now owing me $15 again. And those fines are just going to keep on piling up with you and your potty mouth.
I mean, it could be worse things. I mean, Shane Lake did marry a stripper.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask. Closing thoughts about the race itself.
I mean, it was a blast. That was cool. It was definitely a blast to be a part of it. I mean, seeing it from, being up here again as always. I mean, it was definitely a lot of fun. I mean, Tommy coming out of nowhere at the very end and spoiling it. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, that was cool. We definitely had some unhappy drivers at the end. One of them definitely making it known, but yeah, that race had a little bit of everything that you could want. That was a lot of fun, and yeah, like Randall said, it's going to be a road course next week once again. It's just going to be a matter of it's going to be north of the border or south of the border. We'll wait and find out, but hey, y'all will find out next Sunday, same time, same place. We'll make it happen for you. Until then, though, thank you to those who tuned in. Like I said, see you next week. Congrats to Tommy, and good luck to the playoff drivers for the rest of the season here. We'll see who will be crowned champion here in just
9
pretty
weeks.
short time here. Yeah, not too long at this point. Golly, started broadcasting these back in February when we did the duels. And
yeah,
here we are now.
All I can really say now is, good night, everybody.
I think that is a perfect note to break out the proper outro here. Thank you again. Take care.